My name is Matt Grace, and I wrote a book called God Doesn't Relapse. I wanted to write that book because I know there's millions of people who are struggling with addiction. Throughout the book, I talk about my own story and my own personal journey, but I also wanted to inspire people by sharing other people's stories who've overcome such tremendous things and haven't had to drink. I have to warn you that the story that I'm going to share with you now is a little bit shocking and jarring. I met a woman whose 9-year-old daughter came into her bedroom one morning and blood was coming down her leg from her vagina. Her boyfriend then walked into the bedroom and said, "Your daughter has better than you do." The mother was so horrified that she picked up the phone and tried to call the police, but the man put a gun to her head and forced her into his car, drove her to a cemetery where he broke her jaw, her arms, her legs, and her ribs. Then he pulled out his gun and shot her twice. When the police found her, they had to put her into a coma for 3 months. But this tragic story has an incredible ending. 25 years after being separated from her daughter, she showed up to her mother's doorstep, knocked on her door, and said, "Mom, I'm not mad and I'm not upset with you for ending up in the foster care system." This woman had 30+ years of sobriety. When I asked her how she got through something so catastrophic without relapsing, she said, "Only by the divine intervention of God." Recovery meetings are important, but sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes all we have left is a belief and a dependence upon God. The recurring theme between my friend Chris, whose son was murdered, and this other woman whose daughter was brutally was that they did not consider themselves to be victims. They considered themselves to be survivors because God had intervened in their life.